Okay, so now we're on to the video where we are finding the minimum point of a graph using completing the square. So there's a good thing to remember. When this is called a quadratic equation because it's got like a quadratic in it. That's what it's called that. When the x squared part of it is positive, it's going to look like this. Okay, and so then they will ask you sort of questions to find the minimum point here. When there is negative in front of it, it is going to look like a sad face, like this, and they will ask you to find the maximum point. So that's a little something to remember. But in this case, it's positive. It's y equals x squared minus 6x plus 1. Now, completing the square can give us a hand in doing these sorts of questions. It makes it quite simple. So again, we are going to put it into the form x, in this case, minus a squared plus b. So we know a is going to be 3, minus 3 here, a equals 3, and then b is going to be, so a squared is going to be plus b equals 1. So it's going to be 9 plus b equals 1, b is going to equal minus 8. So we've got b equals minus 8 there. So in the completing the square form, it's going to be x minus 3 squared minus 8. Okay, so for the coordinates, the x coordinate is always this number times minus 1, or the other version of it. So if it's minus 1, it's going to equal 1. If it's 5, it's going to equal minus 5. Okay. So the x coordinate is going to equal 3, and then the y coordinate always equals this one. So it's going to be minus 8. Really simple way of doing it using completing the square. Okay. So that is the coordinates of the minimum point. Let's try that again. So use completing the square to find the minimum point of the curve x squared plus 4x plus 7. So again, we're going to put it in the form x plus a squared plus b. We know that a is going to equal 2 because it has to equal half of the number here. It has to equal half of this one. So a equals 2. We know that a squared plus b equals this number on the end with nothing behind it, the number on its own with no x's. So a squared plus b is going to equal 7. Okay, so we know a squared is going to be 4. 4 plus b is going to equal 7. So we know b is going to equal 3. 4 plus b is going to equal 7. So we know that b is going to equal 3. So super simple. Putting it back into the form, we're going to be putting it back into the completing the square form. X plus 2 plus 2 squared plus 3. Okay, so the coordinate is going to be the minus version of this, is going to be minus 2, and the y coordinate is going to be 3. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So it's going to be minus 2, and it's going to be 3. Thanks for listening, guys.